Power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. Choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition for ultimate backwoods adventures. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Gun & Reel Sports, 1st Street West, downtown Jamestown. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 18 and older. Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at dakotacentral.com.
Some of us were born to farm. Some diesels, like Cenex Premium Diesel, were born to fuel. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn to reduce particulate matter and keep filters cleaner for longer. Fuel your equipment like a pro with Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster and leave typical number 2 diesel to the amateurs. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
The Frontier Fort invites you in for a true Dakota Territory dining experience. This unique location looks like an authentic 1800s fort. Head upstairs and you'll be greeted with the mouth-watering aroma of freshly grilled ribeyes and barbecued ribs. They're open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Now hiring a full-time or part-time cook. Call 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
Whether you're a weekend warrior or a top high school athlete, injuries can happen to anyone. At Jamestown Regional Medical Center, getting you back to what you love is why we're here. As the official sports medicine provider for Blue Jay Athletics, our local orthopedic experts ensure exceptional care is part of your community. From sprains to complex surgeries, you don't have to go far to get the best care. Call 952-4878 and schedule your appointment today. Remember, it's right here at JRMC.
And here we are. North Dakota winter has arrived, and so has winter driving. The tires that were okay for hot, dry pavement are maybe not working so great on frozen, slick roads. Now, are they? Bring your vehicle to Mike and the crew at Pit Stop Express Lube and have them take a look. As a locally owned shop, they are more about you and your family's safety than the sale, so they will recommend the best fit for your needs. Stop into Pit Stop Express Lube at 117 4th Street Northwest, Jamestown, or call 952-7867.
Jamestown 107.1.
Harold Newman Arena, it is basketball time. Jamestown Jimmies and the Bellevue Bruins in an NSAA doubleheader tonight. Let's start our look around the NSAA women's first and the women's action first and the women's standings first. And it is Dakota State. Top 10 in the national ranking in the last poll. By the way, there'll be a new coaches poll in both genders next week. Dakota State number 6 in the last poll, leading the league by the 2 teams playing here tonight. 1 game, Bellevue and Jamestown both a game back at 2-1. Mayville State is at 2-2. VCSU 1-3, and Dickinson State is at 0-3. Dakota State, who came back to beat Bellevue in Madison last Saturday. Bellevue held them to 37% shooting, and the Trojans still won that game. Dakota State has now won their last 9 games. The players of the week in NSAA women's basketball, and we'll see her tomorrow, referred to her earlier, Bria Wasman. She is the leading scorer in the NSAA at the moment and had 23 points in that victory over Bellevue, hit 4 threes. Defensive Player of the Week in the NSAA is also the National Defensive Player of the Week, and that's Jess Mertens of Mayville State. In a victory over Midland, she had 10 steals, 8 defensive boards, 2 blocks. In the 67-46 win over Dickinson State, 7 steals, 4 defensive rebounds, 2 blocks. And then in the victory over the Jimmies, 7 steals, 3 blocks, 15 defensive boards. Yeah, I'd say those certainly merit being the NAIA Defensive Player of the Week. All right, in men's play, of course, the Jimmies later here taking on Bellevue, but it's Dickinson State on top of the lead, that tough Blue Hawk team at 3-0 in conference. Of course, the first two wins over Jamestown and Mayville State were 4-point overtime wins, and then they ran away from VCSU and Valley City last Saturday afternoon. So they're 3-0, and a good Bruin team that we'll see later from Bellevue and the Jimmies. Both are at 2-1. Mayville State 2-2. And you got VCSU at 1-3, 0-3 for Dakota State. Let me give you the women's standings correctly. Dakota State is at 3-0. Bellevue and Jamestown 2-1. Mayville State 2-2. VCSU 1-3. Dickinson State 0-3. So, yeah, you just reverse Dickinson State and Dakota State, and that gives you the men's standings. All right. In men's NSAA basketball, players of the week from last week, we'll see them later because they're both from the Jamestown Jimmies. Silas Benyon was the offensive player of the week. He had 22 in the win last Friday at VCSU, 7 assists also, and then 19 points, 9 assists, including 8 in the first half in the Jimmies win in Mayville last Saturday. He had 17 of 27 shots, that's 63% in those two games. And Jimmie Linus is the NSAA Men's Defensive Player of the Week, the 6'8 senior forward. Had 9 rebounds, 2 blocked shots, and a steal in that win in VCSU, and then had 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. The last of those gave him 200 for his collegiate career, and also had a steal in that win, couple of steals, in fact, in that win at Mayville State. So Jamestown sweeps the NSAA Men's Player of the Week awards in basketball. All right, the schedule tonight. Besides the Jimmies hosting Bellevue, Mayville State, and VCSU, they'll get started about the same time the Jimmies do over in Valley City at W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, the Bubble. And it is Dakota State and Dickinson State playing in Dickinson. That'll get started around 6:30 Central Time, with, of course, Dickinson being on Mountain Time. So that's what's happening around the NSAA. All right, let's tell you about the Jimmy's Future Conference, and that's the NSIC. And women's play first. It's Minnesota State on top of the league, and they remain unbeaten in the league play. The Mavericks are at 9-0. Concordia St. Paul stands at 8-2 in conference. Southwest Minnesota and Northern State are both at 6-2. Wolves playing well. They've won 4 in a row in women's play. Southwest has also won 4 straight. UMary playing pretty well themselves at 5-3 in the league at 8-4 overall. And St. Cloud State at 5-4. So those are the top 6 in NSIC women's basketball. St. Cloud State picked up, or Concordia St. Paul, I should say, picked up their 8th conference win in St. Paul on Wednesday, beating St. Cloud State 72-55. The men, it is still Minot State ruling the league. The Beavers, who of course beat Jamestown earlier this season, still unbeaten in the league at 8-0, 17-0 overall. Southwest Minnesota State at 6-2. Concordia St. Paul is at 7-3. Winona State and St. Cloud State are both 6-3. And MSU Moorhead and Minnesota State are both at 5-3 in the NSIC. St. Cloud defeated CSP and St. Paul 93-89 in the lone game on Wednesday. Now, in games tonight, as is the case in the NSAA, doubleheaders with the women playing first. MSU Moorhead and Southwest playing in Marshall, with Minot State at Sioux Falls. UMary also in Sioux Falls. They're playing Augustana. Bemidji State and Minnesota State in Mankato, with Northern State and Wayne State playing in Wayne, Nebraska. And of course, We told you the 2 times we've seen the Wolves. What an awful time their men's team is having. 1-13, their worst start ever. They've lost 10 in a row. And Minnesota Crookston plays Winona State in Winona, Minnesota tonight. So that's what's happening in basketball in the Jimmie's Conference as of next year, the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference in NCAA Division II. The S&P Aldave Maria pregame is at Harold Newman Arena in Jamestown. NSAA doubleheader basketball tonight as the Jamestown Jimmies host the Bellevue Bruins. And coming up, it's our pregame visit with Jimmie women's head coach Thad Sankey here on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day PM or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
RM Stout Incorporated is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Jimmie's Athletics. We are cheering in the stands right along with you, and we've got the perfect vehicle to get you to every UJ event. Get behind the wheel of a new 2025 Ford F-150 or Ram 1500 and experience peak performance and 4x4 reliability. Need extra rows of seating? Huge stock of new and pre-owned options available now. Don't wait. Get the best trade-in price, unbeatable interest, and the best value since 1941 only at RM Stout Jamestown. Go Jimmies!
Jamestown 107.1.
Harold Newman Arena on the S&P Aldave Maria pregame. Jamestown Jimmie's Bellevue Bruins in what should be a fun doubleheader tonight, starting with women's action, of course, and with Jimmie women's head coach Thad Sankey. We didn't get the chance to talk last Saturday, but I'll tell you, the fact that your team worked your way back into that game, even though the shooting continued to struggle, but you started hitting threes. But the one number that jumped out, A, the rebounding in total, B, all the offensive boards. That, I thought, was really the main reason you worked your way back into that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, mathematically for sure, right? I mean, you have that shot discrepancy, but we would like to make some. You know, that making shots is what goes on the scoreboard. I told our girls after that, I said, guys, the effort was great. The offensive rebounding is incredible, but we got to score when we're at the rim. I mean, we have to get the ball in the basket. And so really for us, that game on the road at Mayville is a little bit of a call to action, right? What do we want our response to be? How you know, we know how we felt about that. We felt like, hey, there's a better game that we can put on the court than especially the first half, the first 2.5 quarters. You know, in that call to be working and searching and finding that this week.
Now, the flat numbers say, well, the shots didn't fall. But how much more was there than that?
Well, there's a lot of different variables that play into that. It's not just misses. It's defense. It's, you know, all sorts of different things, and some are measurable and some are not. And so, you know, really, it's about how does your team feel when you're coming back for the next game? How does it feel on Monday? How does your team feel? Do you feel that urgency? And, you know, I think one of the best characteristics of an experienced team is they know how to be urgent, right? Our team, we've experienced this. We've had tough schedules. We've had, you know, we had some tough stretches this season already and last season as well. And we know how to push that to a different level. And our goal is to be able to do that tonight.
In an instance like this, last year you were playing on Wednesday. This year it's Friday. Is it better or worse or neither to play on Friday instead of Wednesday? Or does that make any difference at all?
Well, I think that really depends on personality. You know, if you're a patient person, you're fine. It's been great. It's our first week back on you know, classes on campus. Campus is energized. It's good to see people. Awesome. It was a great week. if you're impatient, man, it's been a long week. You know, it's a long wait till Friday night to play, and so really, the longer I coach, the more I realize how do you maximize that personality piece inside of every player. How is that okay for one person to be patient? Oh man, love this week, can't wait till Friday, and another player who's chomping on the bit on Tuesday because they should feel like we should be playing already. You know, and getting the balance of that and getting the best out of both of those players both of those types of players is a big priority.
It's about you, I know, but this is a good team here tonight. Bellevue is strong and physical and an awfully good ball club. What do you see in that?
Great defensively. They're really, really great defensively, and not just, hey, they can guard, but as a team and a coaching staff, they're good at finding what defense do they need to be in, what adjustments do they need to make to slow their opponent down, how do they need to lock into, an opponent's offensive attack to be effective. And so that's the first thing that I see. And then the second part is they can score, and especially their top couple scores, they can really fill it up, and you have to respect the shooting and the off the dribble game that they've got, and just kind of how it works together.
Thank you. Good luck this evening.
Yeah, thanks.
Coming up, starting lineups in the opening tip on the S&P Health Ave Maria pregame. It's Bellevue and Jamestown at Harold Newman Arena on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Are you dreaming of spring? Jamestown Country Club has been dreaming of it too, so get ready now with a Jamestown Country Club membership. The 18-hole championship course, bar, and restaurant will be waiting for you when the season opens. Sign up now for your membership and be prepared to hit the ground running or golfing as soon as spring arrives. Visit JamestownCountry.club or email jcc58401@gmail.com today. Buy now and be ready to play at Jamestown Country Club.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. Those extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for kids to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that'll take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans who make every season one to remember.
The Ag Central forecast from meteorologist Mick Kerr this afternoon. Clouds decrease, steady temperatures in the upper teens to around 20. Wind decrease too, and turning out of the southeast. Cloudy with the temperatures 5 to 10 above for the low. Then they'll rise overnight, southeast wind 10 to 20. And then cloudy with snow tomorrow, 1 to 4 inches. The higher amounts in northeast North Dakota and northern Minnesota and around the Sisseton Hills, upper teens. Cloudy Sunday and the high in the teens. Weather anytime at newsdakota.com.
Jamestown 107.1.
Final warm-ups for the Bellevue Bruins and the Jamestown Jimmies. In women's basketball, opening this NSAA doubleheader here at Harold Newman Arena. Come on over, there's room for you, and it should be a very entertaining night. Let's bring you the Pit Stop Express Lube starting lineups. First for the Bellevue Bruins, Zakiya Mohammed, a 5'11" sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska. 7.7 points, 6.4 rebounds. A very good rebounder. She's had 5 double-doubles this season, a 51% shooter from the floor. And she has 18 blocks, which are 5th in the league, and she's 6th in the league in rebounding. Ashton Arnold, a 5'11" senior from Clovis, California, has had a steady career for this program. 12.9 points, 8.3 rebounds a game. She's also hit 11 threes this season, 2nd in the league with those 8.3 rebounds. On the wings, Drew Zuha, 5'6" freshman from La Vista, Nebraska. That is near Bellevue, which is near Omaha. 6.3 points, 1.6 rebounds for Drew. Josias Mickens will tell you as we have the chance about the journey she's made to get to Bellevue. A 5'6" fifth-year senior from Baltimore, Maryland. 6 points, 5.3 rebounds a game, averaging 2.4 steals a game, 3rd in the league. And Gabby Moore, their leading scorer, 5'7" senior from Webster Groves, Missouri. 17.9 points a game, is 3rd in the league. She's hit 56 threes. That's the most of anyone in the NSAA, and is a 40% three-point shooter. And a very experienced head coach leads Bellevue. Dave Denley, his 9th season at Bellevue, 149 and 107 as the Bruins head coach. His 26th season overall, 497 and 278. Before coming to Bellevue, he became the winningest coach at Southwestern College in Winfield, Kansas. 348 wins there. James Ice Benford and Alec Bogie are his assistants. Now, for the Jamestown Jimmies in the front court, Hannah Hoggle, the 5'11 senior from Carrington, off a very good game in Mayville last Saturday, now averaging 8 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. Samantha Paulson, the 5'11 sophomore from Zimmerman, Minnesota, 4.3 points, 1.6 rebounds a game, 10 made threes. Megan Oswald, whose rebounding continues to be sharp, the 5'9 senior from Brownsdale, Minnesota, 6.4 points a game, now 5.6 rebounds, and that's 9th in the NSAA. Kate Busick, the 5'9 senior from Fargo Shanley, 6.4 points and 4.9 rebounds a game for Kate. And Kate Cordes, the 5'8 junior from Shakopee, Minnesota, 19.9 points a game, is 2nd in the NSAA, tied for 15th in the country. 5.3 rebounds, 49% shooter, 45 threes. Of course, 2nd to Moore in the league, has the best percentage in the league at 45%. And the top free throw shooter in the league at 93%. That's 5th in the country. 3.3 assists are 4th in the NSAA. Pat Sankey's the head coach of the Jimmies. The 7th season here for the Concordia, Nebraska alum, 116 and 79 as Jamestown's head coach. His 12th season overall, 191 wins, 163 losses. His assistant is Faith Brintle. The graduate assistant is Coleman Lind. Jamestown's dressed in orange this evening, this late afternoon actually. Letters and numbers in white trimmed in black. Jamestown in block print above the number on the front. The familiar black and orange UJ logo on the back, black piping. Colors for Bellevue are purple and white. Their uniforms mainly black with purple numerals and letters in white trim. As we see it, Jamestown will shoot at the bucket to our right in the first half and Bellevue to the left. But remember, you can watch this game at the official Jimmie Athletics YouTube channel. And they have the opposite perspective that we have. So if you're watching, Jamestown will shoot to the left in the first half and Bellevue to the right. These are the teams tied for 2nd in the NSAA at 2-1. 5th meeting between these schools. Jamestown won the first 4, and those were in the 16-17 and 17-18 seasons before the Jimmies left the NSAA for the GPAC. Those were also the first 2 years of basketball at Bellevue. So the Bruins look for their first win ever over the Jimmie women. And it promises to be a very good one here tonight. So come on over to Harold Newman Arena and settle in for what should be a fun evening. And it starts next. That's the S&P Altave Maria pregame show. It's Jamestown and Bellevue coming up on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Buffalo City Diesel Jamestown is your one-stop shop for experienced truck services. Their top-notch techs are trained in the latest technology and can identify and fix problems in your medium or heavy-duty diesel trucks and buses. Buffalo City Diesel also offers roadside assistance, trailer services, and truck parts. Call Buffalo City Diesel today at 701-253-2844. That's Buffalo City Diesel at 701-253-2844.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Looking for a roofing company that truly knows your town? Choose Vetter Construction. Unlike those big-name competitors using our city's name, we're your community experts right here working for you. From repairs to full replacement, our trusted team delivers quality and care that you can trust. For a roof that stands strong, call Vetter Construction today. 320-1990. 320-1990.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need, because we're not satisfied until you are. Different? You bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmie's from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
Jamestown 107.1.
The lineup's being introduced at Harold Newman Arena. Bellevue first and then the Jimmies. These numbers are not purple, they're actually gray. You really can't see any purple in these road uniforms of theirs. They are basic black, except for the Bellevue logo on the left side of the shorts. But the lineups are for the most part as we gave them to you. No one change for Bellevue. Zuha is not starting. Kaylee Danker is instead. If you're watching, she'll be wearing 35 in black. 6'1" sophomore from Lincoln, Nebraska. 9.5 points and 5.2 rebounds. So it's Gabby Moore, Josias Mickens, Zakiya Mohammed, Ashton Arnold, and Kaylee Danker for Bellevue. And I can tell you for sure, it's Kate Cordes, Kate Busick, Samantha Paulson, Megan Oswald, and Hannah Hoggle for Jamestown. They haven't posted the starters on the board yet. It's about time to do so with the start of this game just moments away. Some of the house lights are dimmed and the spotlights going through Harold Newman Arena as the Jimmies are introduced. So yeah, who's been chomping at the bit, as Thad Sankey said, to get back in action this week, and who has patiently waited for this one? It was one where possibly if the Jimmies had 4 or 5 more minutes on Saturday, yeah, maybe they could have made the comeback complete, but you don't get those extra 4 or 5 minutes if you're not tied, and they weren't when the 40 minutes were played. We hope you enjoy the action. It'll be Zakiya Mohammed to jump center against Hannah Hoggle. And the Jimmies know, and they've known this all week, they know how physical and how tough this team is and this game's going to be. They're just not going to be able to approach this game any other way. It is going to be a struggle physically. Here we go. Tipped by Jamestown. Hoggle tipped it back. Kate Busick's in the front court. Oswald, right wing on the angle. It's Samantha Paulson to Kate Cordes on the right baseline. Right past Arnold, and then the pass is too far for Busick and out of bounds. Not the way the Jimmies wanted to start. Average committing just over 14 turnovers a game. Right wing, Gabby Moore. Up top now for Haley Danker on the right side. Muhammad on the right baseline. Had an incredible rebounding game once in high school that we'll tell you about when we get a chance. Mickens, 10 on the shot clock. Left corner to Haley Danker. Throws it out front, deflected, came to Arnold. 5 to shoot. Muhammad on the right baseline. Past Oswald and maneuvers it in. Good play there by Muhammad to open the scoring. 9-10 in the first quarter. 2-0 for Bellevue. And as Oswald handled it, trying to tie her up, but instead fouling her was Zakiyah Muhammad. So that is her first. They still don't have the numbers up on the board. Here is the left wing three. Good. Samantha Paulson hit it. The 11th three of the year for Samantha. And it's 3-2 Jamestown. Danker in the right corner for Bellevue. Brings it up top now to Ashton Arnold. On the baseline. Pass comes for Danker. Into the lane, a drive by Moore off the hand of Muhammad. She's able to run it down in the left corner. Back to Danker again. Drive into the lane. Off the back rim, just a little too strong. And Hannah Hoggle has the rebound for Jamestown. To Kate Cordes. To Megan Oswald in the right corner. Right wing on the angle. It's Samantha Paulson. Bounced nearly, didn't make it. Oswald drives in the middle of the lane. Banks it in. Almost a tough one for Samantha, but she held on to it, and Oswald drove right down the middle, and Jamestown now has a 5-2 lead. 8:08 in the first quarter on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. More up top to Danker. Right wing it is Zakiyah Muhammad, and an entry pass. Hoggle tried to take it away, but a foul instead is called here on Samantha Paulson, and that's the Jimmie's first foul. We can't bring you the stats as they are in progress in just for the moment. Here's Danker with a rebound, taken away, or a missed shot taken away by Busick, and Muhammad took it away from her and put it in with a foul on Busick. That is her first and team foul number 2. Muhammad, a 67% foul shooter, will try to tie this game at 5. 2:05 in. It's good. And Muhammad has all 5 points for Bellevue. It's 5-all, 2:10 into the game. Against some pressure, and this team will press a lot. Into the front court, left wing to Oswald. Back to Kate Busick. Cordes hasn't touched it but one time so far. Everybody's going to key on her. Everybody knows that. And a low pass is intercepted by Josiah Mickens, and she's into the front court. For Arnold, back to Mickens on the right corner. The right baseline, Danker, try a double dribble. Dribble, took a step, dribbled again. And that'll give it back to Jamestown. 2.5 minutes into this first quarter in a 5-5 game on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Men's action still ahead. Cordes across the timeline after she took the pass from Busick. Mickens following her. She's at her 4th school. Out front to Kate Cordes. 15 still to shoot. Mickens still on her. Right wing, lobbed it to Paulson. Now to Hoggle, right elbow of the lane. Hannah with 7 to shoot. Spins left, spins right. And it sits on the, you believe that? On the heel of the rim. Hoggle put it up there, and it is still sitting there. And in this instance, you use the arrow, and the arrow is pointing to Bellevue. Very bad break for Hannah, who had a great move right down the middle, and then the thing just sat on the rim. And 3 minutes in, Bellevue has it back, looking to regain the lead. Josiah Mickens. Left wing for Moore. Muhammad on a high post. Entry pass knocked away by Oswald. Picked up, however, by Ashton Arnold. Out to Danker for a 3. Missed everything. Busick lets it go out of bounds. It'll go to Jamestown. Well, the kick out, and Danker has hit 4 threes, but that one missed all. And Jamestown has it back even at 5, 6:35 in the first. Front court to Hoggle over the pressure. Back to Busick, left wing on the angle. Out front to Kate Cordes between the rings. Right wing Paulson, out front Cordes. Long three for Kate is good. Number 46 for the year. And the Jimmies have their 3-point lead back at 8-5. 6:15 in the first. Danker in a high post to Muhammad in the lane. Working on Hoggle, double team. Out front Mickens. Hesitation, spin the lane. Right wing for Ashton Arnold. Entry to Muhammad on the right block. That's a tough matchup for Hoggle, but she's able to defend Muhammad into throwing the ball out of bounds. Or was it deflected? I think Hannah got a hand on that. Yes, she did. That's the correct call. It'll stay with Bellevue with 9 on the shot clock and 6:01 left in the opening quarter. Mickens, nearly lost that ball as she tried to inbound. It's out front to Danker. To Arnold, right wing on the angle. Starts a drive with 5 on the shot clock. Blocked out of her hand by Hoggle, and Hannah couldn't hold on to it. It's out of bounds. 2 on the shot clock as Bellevue will inbound again. Brandy Dunn, 5'8" senior from Spring, Texas, enters. 4.2 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Now we see Drew Zuha, that freshman. And also Danielle Coyer from Bellevue, a freshman. 1 on the shot clock, and Zanker can't get the shot away in time, and the Jimmy's defense forces a shot clock violation. But again, they will face pressure. It's down floor to Cordes. Kate lost the handle, picked it back up, but Mickens is right there on her as always. Busick to Oswald in the circle. Left wing Cordes wants a 3. She's 2 for 2. And the Jamestown lead is 6 at 11-5. 5:30 in the first. Lob to Coyer, back out to Mickens. She wants a left wing angle 3. That's good. Josiah Mickens hasn't shot a lot of threes, but that one's good. 9 of 16 now. Jamestown's lead at 3 again, 11-8. Against the pressure, it's to Busick. Lob to Hoggle. Left baseline over Coyer. Missed. Tipped by Danker. Oswald ran it down. Another offensive board. They had so many last Saturday. Busick, a left wing 3 for Kate. Good! Kate Busick has the 4th made 3 for the Jimmies. And they're up 14-8. 4:53 left in the first quarter on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Can't tell you the exact number, but it's a lot better shooting start than it was last Saturday. Drew Zuha brings it for Brandy Dunn on the left baseline. Back to Zuha. Right wing on the angle, it's Mickens. And pass is intercepted. Cordes, as it was intended for Zuha. Kate with a steal and some trouble, lost her dribble. Finds Oswald in the front court now. To Busick, the Jimmies by 6. Hoggle starts at the top of the circle, drives, bounce pass, reverse layup, no good by Oswald, but fouled by Danielle Coyer. The 6'2" freshman from Bellevue stayed at home to play college basketball. Ashton Arnold returns. And for the Jimmies in for the first time, Jaden Weiss, the 5'3" freshman from Mandan, 8.9 points a game. And Hallie Samalov, the 5'7" freshman from Mountain Iron, Minnesota, 2.5 points and 2.2 rebounds per game. Megan Oswald has only missed twice at the line this year. 25 of 27. Oh, Megan, I barely got the words out of my mouth, and she missed. Jimmies are, at the moment, not the #1 foul shooting team in the nation. But they're tied for second at 80%. Second of 2 for Oswald. That one rolls in. Megan's 3rd point. And the Jamestown lead at 7 is 15-8. 10-3 run for the Jimmies. 4:15 in the first quarter. Brandy Dunn stops at the free throw line. Mickens, 18-footer. She backs out for a left wing shot that misses, and Jaden Weiss is in there for the rebound against taller people. Cordes up ahead again to Weiss. Stops at the top of the circle. Handed it to Kate Busick. Ball above her head, left wing on the angle. Oswald for Cordes and a right wing 3. Good! Kate Cordes is 3 for 3 on threes. And Dave Denley wants a Hillerud Construction timeout. And Jamestown has hit 5 trays already. 3:49 in the first quarter. A great start for the home team. Jamestown 18, Bellevue 8. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals.
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmie apparel. You need Originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Jamestown 107.1.
What a start for the Jimmie shooting. And they have the lead of 18-8 over Bellevue. Ashton Arnold out front trying to change that. Finds Danielle Coyer at a high post. Now to Brandy Dunn for Ashton Arnold again, 12 on the shot clock. Out front to Gabby Moore. Their good scorer hasn't scored yet. Right baseline. Missed it short. Coyer trying to take the rebound. Jalen Martinson has just entered, but she lost it to Moore. Martinson had the rebound, but threw it away. Down low. Good pass to Coyer. Missed the layup. Rebound Jessica Lofstrom, who's entered the game for the Jimmies. Another front court to Jaden Weiss. Left wing. A three. This one's off, but Lofstrom is the offensive board. Past Zuha, who fouled her. Zuha's first and the third team foul on Bellevue. And Jessica Lostrom, the 6-foot freshman from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, to the line, where she is 21 of 27 this year for 78% and hits the first. And the Jimmie lead is now at 11. 19-8. This is a 14-3 run. Make it 15-3 as they're both good for Lostrom. 3 minutes in the first quarter. Jamestown 20, Bellevue 8 on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard. Gabby Moore, boy, they want to get her going. Bellevue does to Brandy Dunn. Out front to Drew Zuha. Lob in the lane for Danielle Coyer. Bounce to Ashton Arnold. Lofstrom bobbing her now. Double team. Martinson trying to reach in and take it away. Oh, Arnold stuck with it. To Coyer on the right baseline, 8 to shoot. Out front to Dunn. Down the right lane line. Hands to Coyer on the right baseline. Knocked away and out of bounds by Martinson. But Bellevue again has only 2 to shoot. And the Jimmies are playing some postie right now. Josiah Mickens and Zakaya Muhammad are back in to try to help make that matchup a little tighter. Into Moore at the end of the shot clock. A three missed everything, and it's out of bounds to Jamestown. And Moore, at 18 a game, still has not scratched here in the opening quarter, which has 2.5 minutes left. Three-quarter court pressure by Bellevue. Jamestown leads 20-8 on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard. Lost him into the front court for Weist. With Portis in the corner, Busick's on the bench, so James running the show. Martinson in the lane, trying to back down on Zuha. Right wing for Cortis. Back out to Martinson. Nearly a steal. Right corner again. Cortis with 7 to shoot. Baseline from 12. Little short. Martinson and the offensive board for a moment, but couldn't hang on. And Muhammad picked it up for Bellevue. Bruins down 12. It's front court right wing to Mickens. Left corner Moore. A three. Good. You knew she was going to score sometime, and she just did. Her 57th three-pointer of the year. 20-11 Jamestown. 1:44 first quarter. Cortis says, Jalen Weiss, go over here, which is along the left baseline. And Cortis drives on the right baseline. Missed, tried to gain her own board. It's loose on the floor, and coming out of there with it is Gabby Moore and Bellevue. Bruins on the run. Left wing Zuha. Stops, little hop, wants a three. Right rim and missing. Tapped out, but came to Cortis, and Jamestown rebounds. Front court quickly, left baseline. Lostrom had it knocked away and out of bounds by Moore. Hallie Sabala returns for Jamestown. In for Kate Busick. Jessica Lostrom, Kate Cortis, Jalen Martinson, and Jaden Weist, the other Jimmies on the floor. Weist with 1:17 in the quarter. Left baseline, inbounds. Came to Martinson for Weist out front. Moore on her. Handed out to Hallie Sabala. Right wing Lostrom, 1:08 in the quarter. Jimmy's by 9. Weist for Sabala on the left wing, left corner to Martinson. 9 to shoot, Zuha on her. Double team as Martinson tries to drive. Out to Cortis. A walk on Martinson. Turns it over, and it'll be Bellevue basketball. Jalen was in a little trouble there as Bellevue, as they do most often, tries to trap. Josias Mickens took it from Moore and into the front court for Bellevue. Bruins find themselves down 9. 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Muhammad screen for Gabby Moore. Down the right lane line. Just able to keep that dribble. Out front to Drew Zuha. Lob for Zakia Muhammad in the lane. Bounce. Great play. Ashton on a backdoor cut has an uncontested layup. And Ashton Arnold has her first two. 20-13 Jamestown. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Wiest between the rings, driving on Zuha. Right wing Sabala. Hallie back out to Wiest out front. And a drive, trying to draw a foul, and did. Wiest down the right lane line. If this is Muhammad, it's your second, and it is. Team foul number 4. Will she come out? Yep, because here comes Kaylee Danker back in. 2 shots here for Wiest. 65% foul shooter. Hannah Hoggle will return for the last 17.2 of the first quarter. And Dave Denley is doing some coaching to Muhammad, saying this is how you defend without fouling. As we always talk about, that's a fine line to walk. Wiest with the first of 2. Good for the freshman from Mandan. 21-13, Jamestown by 8. Dad Mark is here. Second, good. The Mandan activity director, former Jimmie's and Blue Jays head coach. 22-13 Jamestown, 15 seconds, 14. Mickens into the front court, 11. Shot clock off, of course. Lob for Arnold with 8. To Danker with 7 outside. 5, she still has it. Entry for Arnold in the lane with 2. Rolled it in at the end of the first quarter. 2 buckets in the first for Arnold. But a big run by Jamestown. They had a 15-3 run. And at the end of 1, in women's action at Harold Newman Arena, it's Jamestown 22, Bellevue 15. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage, and auto loans, to business banking services. At Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishick, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Seven right now at 22-15 because 7-2 run late in the quarter for Bellevue. Again, sorry we're not able to bring you the stats as we normally can. And by the way, when that does get going, you're really going to like how that looks if you go to the Jimmie's official athletic website at jimmiepride.com. But at the moment, they're not working. But we can tell you that Kate Quarters has 9, all on 3-pointers. As Akai Muhammad is leading Bellevue with 5. Jamestown with the arrow. They inbound to start the second quarter. And it's brought to you by R.M. Stout, your Ford, Dodge, and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. Busick dropped it on the right baseline, picked it up. She's lost her dribble. Now finds Hoggle. Hannah back to the defender. Out front again to Kate Cordes. Still 14 to shoot. Yes, she's double teamed. In the left corner, Sarah Lenz, who's in. Wants a 3 and hits a 3. Sarah Lenz, the senior from Belle Plaine, Minnesota, has her 13th 3 of the year. Back to a 10-point Jamestown lead at 25-15. Gabby Moore, top of the right wing, Ashton Arnold. Lob for Danker, left wing for Moore. Another 3, way over the rim. Rebounded by Kate Busick and Jamestown. Moore 1-3, but struggling early in this game. Lenz left wing to Jessica Lostrom for Jamestown. Baseline, made a defender miss. Shot got blocked from behind by Danker. Arnold eventually picks it up and gives it to Danker. But Jamestown back to a double-digit lead a minute into the second quarter. Starting very well with men's action, of course, still to come. Moore, left wing outside the arc. On the angle, it is Arnold. At a high post straightaway, Danker wants a 3. Good. That's the 5th made 3 of the year for Danker. She tried one earlier and missed. That one falls. 25-18 Jamestown on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Minute and a half into the second. Hoggle on the baseline. Past Zuha, but traveled Yeah, Hoggle saw the open path and took the extra step, and it'll belong to Bellevue again. Gabby Moore up front again for Josias Mickens. For Bellevue, Ashton Arnold. Came from California and has had 4 steady years with this program. Bellevue, just outside of Omaha, of course, south of Omaha. 8 on the shot clock. It's to Danker down the right baseline, drives and lays it in. And Danker has all 5 Bellevue points so far in the second quarter, and they cut the Jamestown lead to 5 at 25-20. Busick on the right wing for Kate Cordes. Right over the lane jumper for Kate. Rolled out. An offensive rebound by Hoggle and drew a foul. And Hannah will have 2 at the line. It's Ashton Arnold's foul, and that is her first and the first team foul of the second quarter on Bellevue. Samantha Paulson re-enters for Sarah Lenz for Jamestown, but Lenz got the offense off to a good start for the Jimmies in the second quarter with a 3. 2 at the line for Hannah Hoggle. First is too strong for a 67% foul shooter coming in, 16 of 24. She'll have another. This one rolls in. First point for Hannah after a good game last Saturday, scoring 13. Hoggle's up. Megan Oswald returns for Jamestown, who leads 26-20 over Bellevue. 7:40 in the first half on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Josias Mickens switches to a right-hand dribble. Now hands to Ashton Arnold. To Zuha. Along with Kaylee Dinker and Gabby Moore, the other Bruins on the floor. 11 on the shot clock. Zuha, right wing on the angle. Again to Danker, 8 on the shot clock. Right wing Mickens, way out front, guarded by Cordes. 4-3. Danker, right of the lane, 17-footer. Bit of a wild shot, still nearly went in. Didn't. Oswald rebounds for Jamestown. Left wing to Cordes. Handed off for Megan Oswald. Stops in the lane. Back out to Kate. Straightaway 3. This one's off the front rim. First one she's missed. And not able to hang on to the rebound is Jessica Lostrom, and it goes out of bounds to Bellevue. Other games going on. One other game going on at the moment. Mayville State leading VCSU in Valley City. 21-15, just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Jess Burton's off to another great start. 9 points and 4 more steals for last week's National Defensive Player of the Week. Gabby Moore for Bellevue here, down 6:50 and a half. Bounce on the right wing to Josias Mickens. Entry for Danker, knocked away, but a foul too. Jamestown thought they had a steal, but they also have a foul. It's a hack by Kate Busick, and that's 2 on Kate. The first Jimmie with more than 1. The first team foul in this second quarter on the home side. Inbound to Danker. Busick stays on the floor. Right wing Danker wants a 3. Missed everything, but Arnold is there on the left baseline for the offensive board. Bounce to Moore for a left wing 3. That missed everything. Just does not have her shot so far tonight. Kate Busick rebounds. To Lostrom into the right corner for Samantha Paulson. A 3 misses, but a whistle away from that. On the other side of the floor, a Bellevue foul on Drew Zuha. That's 2 on her as Brandy Dunn will come in for her. And Jamestown will inbound with Paulson just to the left of the Bellevue bench. Out front to Busick. Left wing on the angle, Cordes with an Oswald screen. It's for Oswald. 7-footer in the lane. Good off the pick and roll. And Oswald has 5. 28-20 for Jamestown. It's 6:10 in the first half on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard over Bellevue. Danker in a high post. Entry for Arnold. Catch in the lane. Right lane line drive and raise it in. 6 for Ashton Arnold. 28-22 again. The Jamestown lead 6. 5:53 in the first half. Megan Oswald. Bothers Cordes, who tries to cut to the right. Lob inside. Mickens got a hand on it and stolen away. She's into the front court now. The young lady from Baltimore, as we say, in her 4th school. Danker with a drive to the left block and in. And Danker's having a good second quarter. 7 of the 9 for Bellevue, and they're within 4. Jamestown leads 28-24. 5:23 in the first half. Busick under the bucket. Pass deflected. Came out front for a straightaway three by Lostrom. That's off the right rim. And Danker the rebound. Bellevue can come within one possession here. Arnold down the right alley. 3 new Jimmies at the next dead ball. Mickens out front for the Bruins. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Moore with an Arnold screen. Gabby's into the lane. Runner from 9 short. Danker the offensive board and counted with a foul on the left block. And the Jimmies aren't able to handle Kaylee Danker at the moment. And that is the third on Kate Busick. She'll have to come out now. I think she was to do so anyway, but she'll do so with 3 fouls as Jalen Martinson, Hallie Savala, Jaden Weist, and Samantha Paulson all return. But one of the Jimmy's key contributors has 3 fouls with 4:53 left in the first half. Danker is 62% foul shooter. Will try to complete the 3-point play. It's too strong, and it's rebounded by Hallie Savala, so it is 28-26 Jamestown, 4:50 and a half. Bellevue shoots just 67% of the line. Entry pass, Arnold got in the way of that. Takes the pass and comes down floor. Bruins look to regain the lead with a Moore 3 off the heel of the rim, rebounded by Samantha Paulson for Jamestown. Bruins led once early, and then Jamestown led by as many as 12. They're up 2 right now. Kate Cordes with it. Martinson trying for a screen. Looked like a moving one. She got away with it. Savala right wing on the angle. Handed to Weiss. Left wing Samantha Paulson. Ashton right in her face. Right elbow of the lane. On the right side, Savala brings it up top 4 on the shot clock. 3. Handed to Weiss. In big trouble trying to get a shot away. Did in time, but hit the glass. And although Savala grabbed it, it didn't hit the rim. So that's a shot clock violation. And Bellevue will have it back. Drew Zua comes back in for Bellevue, and Hannah Hoggle returns for Jamestown. The Bellevue 5 are Ashton Arnold, Gabby Moore, Drew Suha, Brandy Dunn, and Daniel Coyer, who's just returned to the game. Bruins look to tie or lead. 28-26 Jamestown, just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. It is Zuha, right wing on the angle to Arnold. Left wing for a 3 that is off the mark by Dunn. And the Jamestown rebound. Cordes down floor, bounces, she fell, came to Weiss, goes to the floor with it, and a timeout. Auxiliary construction timeout by Jamestown head coach Thad Sankey before there would have been a dual possession. Now we're in a scrap, as the Jimmies, I'm sure, figured they would be. 28-26 Jamestown over Bellevue with 3:39 left in the half at Harold Newman Arena on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Your home for UJ Jimmies. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
New year, new goals, and a new you. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, our expert physical therapists will help you feel your best. Whether you're recovering from an injury, dealing with chronic pain, or just want to move better, we've got treatment plans designed for you. Start the new year strong with hands-on care, advanced treatments, and a team committed to your well-being. Call Apex today at 701-952-2739 or visit apexptwellness.com. Make 2025 the year you move better and live pain-free.
Jamestown inbounds after the timeout. It's Cordes right wing on the angle. Once a 3, hit it, her 4th of the game. 12 for Kate, all on 3s, and the lead back to 5 for Jamestown over Bellevue at 31-26, 3:22 in the first half. Brandy Dunn to Daniel Coyer on the left lane line from 7, blocked out of her hand, Hannah Hoggle. And the rebound, too, for the former Carrington Cardinal. The Kate Cordes into the front court with a Hoggle screen. Dunn over there to bother her. Bounce pass to Hoggle into the lane, trying to drive on Arnold and put it in with a very tough shot against a very good defender. What a play by Hannah. 33-26 Jamestown. Zuha entry for Arnold in the lane. Breaks away from a double team. Right wing for Gabby Moore. Still only the 1-3. Now Arnold right wing 3. That's good. Arnold, her 12th made 3 of the year. She's about 40% from trays. 33-29 Jamestown. Savala. Entry for Hoggle. Driving on Coyer. Deflected, came to Martinson right wing on the angle. Jalen, double dribble. Stopped and started again. Now, Megan Oswald and Kate Busick return for Jamestown. Ooh, bit of a chance that Sankey's taking here with Busick having 3 personal fouls. Josias Mickens is back in for Bellevue. Boy, Kate knows she has to be careful here. Doesn't want that 4th in the first half. 2:18 remains in it. Mickens with a hand back to Ashton Arnold. Right wing, it's Gabby Moore. High post, Danielle Coyer for Bellevue. 15 on the shot clock. Lob came to Arnold. Fade away. Banked it in from 9. 11 for Arnold. 7 in the quarter. Jamestown's lead back down to 2 over Bellevue. 33-31, just under 2 minutes. Cornice a baseline drive right. Miss got her own rebound. Out front to Wiest. Mickens out to Garter. So handed it to Cordes, right wing on the angle. Hoggle wants to set a screen. Dunn moved her way past that. Right wing Wiest for a cutting Oswald on the right baseline. Left wing for Busick. Left elbow in the lane. Entry pass. Back out front. Busick, an 18-footer off the rim with 1 on the shot clock. But nobody there for Wiest to gain the offensive board and score. Bellevue thought the shot clock was going to run out, and Wiest was standing alone for her first 2. And Dave Genley didn't like that. 35-31 Jamestown, 117 and a half. Coyer for Bellevue. To Brandy Dunn. The Texans in the lane. Cordes got a hand on it, but still came to Coyer for a lay-in. First 2 for the Bellevue freshman. 35-33 Jamestown. 60 seconds in the half. Drive on the right block end. Wiest draws a foul on the right baseline. She was guarded this time, but fouled also by Gabby Moore. That's her first foul, but it surely has not been her half with only the 1 bucket. Coyer out, and Kaylee Danker had a good start to this second quarter, is returning now for Bellevue. And Jaden Wiest has a couple of free throws. Hit 2 earlier. First one here, good. 36-33 Jamestown. Back by 3 now, 101 first half. They led by as many as 12 before the Bruins put together a good run. 1 more for Jaden. That's good again. All 4 of her points. Well, 4 of her 6 at the line. That bucket a moment ago. 37-33 Jamestown over Bellevue. 55 seconds in the half. Mickens out front for Gabby Moore. Open for a 3. That's good. Now just look out, because she's not going to stay this cold shooting forever. You just know that. 37-36 Jamestown. 44 seconds in the half. Moore's hit 2 threes. Wiest. Right wing on the angle, Megan Oswald. Arnold to Garter. Out front to Wiest. Left wing to Busick. Out there still with the 3 fouls. To Oswald on a hand to Cordes. Kate stops. Straightaway 3. Both sides of the rim and out. Rebound Dankert. Bellevue has a chance to regain the lead. 22 seconds in the half, and the shot clock is off. So Josias Mickens slows it down. Left wing for Ashton Arnold. With several colors of aqua, purple and pink in her sneakers. 10 seconds, it's back out to Mickens. High screen set by Danker. Mickens stops in the lane for Moore with 4-3. Fade away left wing, no good. Hoggle the rebound, handed it to Cordes. Doesn't get a shot away, and the Jimmies hang on to the lead at half. As on both sides of the court, Bellevue put it together in the second quarter and cut what was as much as a 12-point lead for 1 point at Jamestown to 1. And that is the halftime margin on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard at Harold Newman Arena in the women's half of this NSAA doubleheader. The Jamestown Jimmies 37, the Bellevue Bruins 36. And stay tuned, because coming up, it's the Arms Down halftime report. First half numbers from this game, hopefully too. A look ahead to men's action with head coach Casey Brueggemann of the Jimmies on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is hiring. Do you like interacting with people? Do you enjoy a fun, upbeat atmosphere and a clean workspace? If so, the perfect opportunity awaits you at TRAC. They're currently hiring for a variety of part-time positions for lifeguard and guest service and wellness attendants. They'll work with your existing schedule, whether you already have another job or are a college student. Check out trackjamestown.com to learn more about these positions and how to apply today.
Building a business requires strength, courage, and a solid reputation. So, when you're ready to build a building to house your business or remodel your existing business, you want the same qualities in your commercial construction contractor. And that's where Hillerud Construction comes in. Trusted, experienced builders who specialize in commercial building construction. Their experience saves you time, stress, and money. So visit hillerudconstruction.com and let's get building.
So Hoggle had 3. 3 for Kate Busick, but Kate played for a while and will go into the second half, of course, with 3 personal fouls. 2 points, I should say, for Kate. 3 points for Kate. 2 rebounds for her. 2 for Jessica Lostrom. Sarah Lenz hit a 3 early in the second quarter, and the Jimmies ended up needing that. For Bellevue, Ashton Arnold with 11. What a good player this is, and 5 of 6 shooting. Kaylee Danker off the bench, contributing 9, including a 3-pointer. Now, Gabby Moore with 6, just 2 of 9 shooting for the 3rd leading scorer in the league. 2 of 6 on threes, but boy, that one late in the half might help her a lot. Sakaya Mohammed, 5, got in a little foul trouble. 2 of 3 shooting. 3 for Josiah Smickens and 2 for Danielle Coyer. Jamestown, exactly 50% shooting in the first half, 11 of 22. Keep that 22 number in mind. 7 of 12 threes, 8 of 10 at the line. Bellevue, 15 of 35. Yes, the Bruins had 13 more shots, 43% shooting. They're also 5 of 13 on threes. 1 of 1 at the line. Jamestown, 8 of 10. Despite Jamestown shooting so well, Bellevue has more shots, and despite the fact that Jamestown is out-rebounding Bellevue 20-11, nobody for the Jimmies with more than 3. Nobody for Bellevue with more than 3. 7 assists for Bellevue, just 3 turnovers. They had 5 steals. Jimmies, who average 14.1 turnovers a game, 10 in the first half. They had 7 assists, a block, and a steal. Bellevue leading in points off turnovers, 13-4, as you would imagine, and 20-8 in the paint. Jamestown 8-7 on second chance points. The Jimmies bench with 11 points, Bellevue with 2. There's been 1 lead change, 2 ties. Bellevue led early by a bucket. Jamestown led by as many as 12, but they're up 1 at the half now on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard at Harold Newman Arena, 37-36. The other game in progress, Mayville State early in the third, starting to run away now from VCSU, 41-25. Mackenzie Hughes with 14 and Jess Burtons with 11 for the Comets. Getting underway in just a little bit out in Dickinson. Dakota State and Dickinson State first against last. And remember, it's Dakota State here tomorrow, and our airtime 2:30 here on Jamestown 107.1 for that doubleheader. But plenty still ahead tonight. But again, come on over if you don't have anything to do. Plenty of room for you. This should be a good second half. Jamestown leading Bellevue 37-36. That's the Armstown halftime report. And the second half is next from the University of Jamestown. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
And here we are. North Dakota winter has arrived, and so has winter driving. The tires that were okay for hot, dry pavement are maybe not working so great on frozen, slick roads. Now are they? Bring your vehicle to Mike and the crew at Pit Stop Express Lube and have them take a look. As a locally owned shop, they are more about you and your family's safety than the sale, so they will recommend the best fit for your needs. Stop into Pit Stop Express Lube at 117 4th Street Northwest, Jamestown, or call 952-7867.
Jamestown 107.1.
Well, what will this second half bring? I suspect plenty of good close basketball. As Bellevue cut what was a 12-point Jamestown lead down to where it is now 37-36 Jamestown, with the second half about to get going here at Harold Newman Arena. Remember, you can watch this game at the Jimmie Athletics official YouTube channel. Bellevue in mainly black, Jamestown in orange. Both teams with their starting fives out there. Gabby Moore, Josiah Smickens, Sakaya Mohammed, Ashton Arnold, and Kaylee Danker for Bellevue. And for Jamestown, Kate Cordes, Kate Busick, Samantha Paulson, Megan Oswald, and Hannah Hoggle. Just to our right, Ashton Arnold inbounds to start the second half since the arrow pointed to Bellevue. And the second half throw-in brought to you by RM Stout, your Ford Dodge and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. More out front. Bellevue looks for their first lead since very early. Left baseline, Danker drives, put it in, but walk first. It won't count. It's a turnover, just the fourth of the evening. on Bellevue. Jamestown with it is Kate Busick. For Cordes, back to Busick. Screen set high by Hoggle. Left wing for Cordes around another screen. 17-footer good for Kate. 14 for Kate. She has the first two for the Jimmies in this second half. 39-36 Jamestown. Josias Mickens for Bellevue. Out front to Gabby Moore. And a high post, it's Kaylee Danker. Right wing Mickens thought about the three, handed it out to Moore. Paulson guarding her 7 on the shot clock. Danker wants a three, skimmed off the rim. Rebound, Kate Busick in Jamestown. Lost it, picked it back up, brought it ahead for Cordes, and the Jimmies hold on to that 3-point lead. It is for Hoggle off a rub. Bounce baseline, Oswald all on the block. Muhammad from behind, and it came to Mickens. Down floor for Muhammad. Right baseline drives, and Sakaya put it in. Her first points since the first quarter. She's up to 7. Jamestown's lead over Bellevue back to 1. 39-38, 90 seconds gone in the third. Busick for Oswald in the lane. Stopped and handed it out to Samantha Paulson with an Oswald screen. Left it for Megan. Left elbow of the lane. Lobbed it right baseline. Paulson nearly lost it. Able to keep the dribble going, but down to 6 to shoot now. Oswald right wing on the angle. Drive into the lane on Mohammed. Reaching out with her arm is Oswald. That's an offensive foul. And the 11th turnover on Jamestown. The first foul on, not Megan, Hannah Hoggle. Excuse me, Hoggle with that foul. Either way, it's a turnover, and Bellevue with a chance to regain the lead for the first time in a long time. More right wing on the angle. Lob for Muhammad, who had 36 rebounds in one game in high school in Omaha. Mickens with 11 to shoot. Left wing Danker for a 3 in the lead is off the right rim. Rebound loose. And Busick there to hustle as Muhammad nearly gained it. Busick gained it to Paulson. Back to Busick. Kate in the front court. Lob for Hoggles. Really having to work hard in the post against Danker, but this time she wins out as Danker fouled her. Her first. And the first team foul in the second half on Bellevue as Jaden Wiest and Jessica Lofstrom return for Jamestown for Samantha Paulson and Megan Oswald. Still 21 to shoot for the Jimmies. Left baseline, Busick. Kate brings it out, left wing on the angle to Jessica Lofstrom. To Hannah Hoggle on a high post down the right lane line. Double team, bounced out to Lofstrom. Middle of the right wing, it's Busick. Out front to Jaden Wiest, 11 to shoot. Left it for Busick again on the right side. For Lofstrom in the corner, tries a baseline drive. Muhammad cut it off. 5 on the timer, 4. Wiest out front, 3-2 into the lane. Let it go in time. Missed everything. Hit the glass, didn't hit the rim. So that means a shot clock violation. And another chance for Bellevue to take the lead. Hey, we've got an interesting score to tell you about. Jerry Meyer Arena. Blue Jays off to a good start in their doubleheader tonight. But first, it's more for Bellevue as the Bruins try to regain the lead. Ashton, right baseline, Sakaya Mohammed drives past Lofstrom, who got a hand on it, but she regained it. Score with a foul, and Bellevue's back in front for the first time since the first quarter. It is Lofstrom with a foul. That is her first. And team foul number 2. Muhammad hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. She's up to 10. And Bellevue has regained the lead. 41-39. 6:45 left third quarter on the Gunner Reel Sports scoreboard. Lob, Hoggle. Oh, it's too far for her from Cordes, and it's out of bounds. Now we can tell you that is the 12th turnover on Jamestown and the second in this third quarter. Josias Mickens, lost the dribble. Busick nearly took it away. Left wing for Gabby Moore. Into the lane with a drive. One-hand runner's good. Just the third bucket of the game for Moore. But It is now 43-39 Jamestown. Jimmies have gone about 3:15 without scoring. Busick walked, another turnover. Dan Sankey says, didn't you see that foul, Mr. Official? And the official walks away. And it is a 19-2 run. In fact, it's 16 in a row now. Or 6-0 run, I should say, not 16, but it is 6 straight. And now here is Denker on the left baseline, hacked as she went up for a shot. This is Jalen Martinson's first. Third team foul. Denker at the line. Missed one earlier. Has one here. Too long. She'll have another. This is the longest lead of the game for Bellevue. It's good. Her 10th point, 44-39, Bruins in front. Brandy Dunn comes back in for Denker. And Bellevue's shooting continue to come up a little bit now. It's at 44%. Kate Busick for Jamestown. Jimmies need a bucket. They're down suddenly by 5. Lostrom, foul line jumper, good. Jessica gave the Jimmies a bucket. Her first of the game. She has 4. 44-41 for Bellevue. 5:38 in the third in the Goneril Sports scoreboard. Jimmy's in a tussle with his good Bellevue team. It's exactly what they expected. Mickens bounce pass for Zakiya Mohammed for Arnold on the right baseline, but a little long and left rim. Kate Cordes rebounds for Jamestown. Front court right wing. Weist for a tying 3 off the heel of the rim. Martinson offensive board. Pass Muhammad. Bounce for a baseline jumper by Lostrom. That's good. 2 big buckets in short order by Jessica Lostrom. She's up to 6, and the Jimmies are back to within 1. Bellevue leads 44-43 at 5:05 in the third. Moore left wing 3. Look out. Off the back rim. Lostrom couldn't reach the rebound. Muhammad did instead. Offensive board. Right wing. Mickens. Cross court left wing. Dunn's 3 went off the rim. Muhammad another offensive board. Left baseline, it is Arnold. Lost it, but Muhammad is there to pick it up and lay it in. 7 in the quarter and 12 of the game. For the former standout player at Benson High School in Omaha. 46-43 Bellevue. 4:33 in the third. This one's going to be a nail biter. You get the feeling. Left elbow of the lane. Shot missed by Cordes. Muhammad the rebound. Jimmy's trying to stop, but it's more in the front court for Bellevue. Gabby from Webster Groves, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis. Left baseline, Arnold. That's short. Cordes in there for the rebound and tears it away as Muhammad tried to grab another offensive board. Jimmy's down to 3, just over 4 minutes left in the third. Kate on Arnold. Right wing for Busick. For a tying 3. That's good. Kate Busick, second of the game, her second bucket. It's a big 3 and ties the game at 46, the second tie. Dunn right wing on the angle, Mickens. Ashton Arnold now for Bellevue on the left side, handed to Gabby Moore. Guarded by Cordes, into the lane. Back out for Brandy Dunn. Straight away, Moore made Cordes miss, stopped at the foul line, and missed the shot. Rebound tapped. Who's going to run it down? It's Bellevue, and it's Josias Mickens. Right wing just spots up, takes a 3 from the corner on the right side, but misses. And Jaden Weist rebounds for Jamestown. To Cordes. Jimmy's look to take the lead back. It's tied at 46. 3:15 left in the third. 7 straight points down low to Martinson. She's hacked by Mohammed. Jalen had just beaten her down low. And it was all Muhammad could do to hack and prevent the layup for her third foul and the second team foul on Bellevue in the third quarter. Hallie Sabala back in for Jamestown. Drew Zuha and Kaylee Denker back in for Bellevue. Jalen Martinson goes to the line for the first time. She's been good this year, 16 of 20. First of 2. Good. First point of the game for the senior, who was adjusted quite nicely, thank you to the New role, at least for now, of coming off the bench after she started a year ago. Second one misses. Zuha the rebound. Jamestown's back in front. 47-46. 3:04 left in the third in the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Hand to Arnold. Left wing to Dunn. Lob to Arnold left of the lane, but she had been pushed by Hallie Sabala. That is her first and the 14th foul on Jamestown as Megan Oswald comes in for Jalen Martinson. So the next common foul means the bonus for Bellevue, who will inbound with Gabby Moore. Left baseline. Lob way out front for Kaylee Danker. Hand to Moore as she curls back for it. Right wing on the angle, 11 to shoot. Guarded by Sabala. Into the lane. A runner good. A tough shot as she was defended well. Moore up to 10 now. And back in the lead is Bellevue. 48-47. 2:40 in the third. Pass too far. Oswald trying to save it. Almost did, but Dunn intercepted it. Pass was way too far. Oswald did all she could to try to save it. But Bellevue back on the front court with a 1-point lead. Moore on the left wing for Ashton Arnold. On Oswald. Little bump. They let it go. Moore out front. Left wing for Zuha. Into Kaylee Danker. Right wing for Dunn. Right wing on the angle. Three good. Brandy Dunn with her third three of the year and her first 3 points. Bellevue matches their longest lead at 4, 51-47. Or I should say they were up by 5, actually, briefly. Down low, Oswald nearly was handled, and then throws the ball away. And this defense, this half-court defense of Bellevue is really bothering the Jimmies tonight. That is their 16th turnover. And head coach Thad Sankey of Jamestown wanting to slow things down here a little bit. Takes a Hillary Construction timeout. 1:53 left in the third at Harold Newman Arena. Bellevue 51, Jamestown 47. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Jamestown 107.1.
Again, it's still a matter of, listen to this, Bellevue has now taken 20 more shots in this game than Jamestown. They're 21 of 50 from the floor. Jamestown's 15 of 30. Bellevue ball. Forcing the turnovers is doing it. Brandy Dunn, a high pass, good catch of it. To Kaylee Danker in the left corner, guarded by Oswald, moves past her on the baseline. Bounce to Moore, now to Dunn with a big 3-sheet a moment ago. Drives to the left baseline, over the rim, and rebounded by Hallie Sabala for Jamestown. The stop there with 1:25 left in the third. Front court for Oswald. Jamestown down 4. Lead a seesaw a couple of times in this third quarter. Sabala handed for Kate Cordes. Down the middle of the lane. Floater rolls in. Well defended. Good tough shot. And rolls in for Kate, who has 16. 51-49 Bellevue. 64 seconds left in the third. Gabby Moore, right baseline. Little half hook against good defense. Missed. Rebound. Jessica Lostrom in Jamestown. Jimmies can tie or leave this trip. Cordes. Past Arnold. Right wing. Stepping back. Sabala, a 3 off the front rim. Kaylee Danker the rebound. Down floor quickly to Moore. 44 seconds. She wants a 3. Moore does. Misses. And the rebound is grabbed by Sabala as she is fouled by Brandy Dunn. Her first, and that is the third team foul on Bellevue in the third quarter. Jalen Martinson and Hannah Hoggle back in for Jamestown. We'll tell you about the other scores as we get an opportunity. Everybody in the league playing tonight. Busick 37 seconds in the third into the front court. 10 more on the game clock than shot clock. Hoggle, right wing, Jalen Martinson. Now for Kate Cordes, top of the circle, guarded by Dunn. Hook pass, entry to Hoggle. Bothered by Arnold, dives the back down on her and double dribble. 17th turnover on Jamestown. They've had 7 now in this third quarter. Arnold took a spill and is up slowly and stretching over, trying to work out a kink. She'll stay in as Danker comes out. Josias Mickens. No, it is Arnold that does come out. 22 seconds in the third. Bellevue with a 2-point lead, 51-49. The shot clock is off. Bellevue in black. If you're watching at the bucket to your left, from our perspective, it's to the right. Right-hand dribble by the Maryland native, Josias Mickens. Directs traffic, 7 on the timer. Handed to Dunn, back to Mickens for a baseline drive. For a trailing Danker, missed the shot from 4. Martinson the rebound at the end of the third quarter. It remains tight, even though Bellevue's taken a lot more shots. Where it counts, they're up by 2 at the end of 3 on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard at Harold Newman Arena. Bellevue 51, Jamestown 49. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day, PM, or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
On 21 of 54. Jamestown still at 50%. 16 of 32. They've hit 8 threes. Bellevue's hit 6. They've also hit 9 of 12 free throws. Bellevue just 3 of 4. The 2 other games in progress. Mayville State well in control over VCSU and Valley City, 58-38. Just under 4 minutes left in the third. Mackenzie Hughes now with 21. And they're underway out in Dickinson, and as expected, good start for 6th-ranked Dakota State, leading Dickinson State 17-9 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And men's action still to come here, so stay with us on Jamestown 107.1. Oh, I didn't tell you about the Blue Jays, did I? They were leading at the half, but now against Bismarck, the Blue Jay girls are trailing 38-32 with about 10 minutes left at Jerry Meyer Arena. We'll keep you updated on that one too. Jamestown inbounded to start the fourth quarter. Entry to Hannah Hoggle on the right baseline. For Sabala, left wing. Tried to shoot. Oh, and Muhammad blocked it out of her hands. She went up and down and got away with it. You heard the Bellevue bench screaming, and they were right. Cordes with a Hoggle pick. Left it for Hoggle. 5 on the shot clock. Bounce to Sabala. Right wing Cordes, 2-1. 3 at the shot clock. Buzzer off the left rim, and Muhammad's in there for the rebound. Muhammad's defense did the job there in that Jamestown possession for Bellevue. More of the lob for Danker. Kaylee on Hoggle, right baseline. Hoggle sticks with her, so does Cordes. Still in the double team. Threw it toward the rim, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Missed the shot, Sabo the rebound. Down floor to Hoggle, layup to tie it. 5 for Hannah Hoggle. 51 all, a minute into the fourth quarter. Third time the game has been tied. Gabby Moore for Bellevue. Right wing Josias Mickens. For Ashton Arnold at the free throw line. For a Danker right baseline drive. Kaylee at a block. Great play. Hannah Hoggle, her second of the game. Down floor for Paulson. Layup good. Took the feed from Kate Busick. And Bellevue wants a Hillerud Construction timeout. Second bucket for Paulson. No, there's no timeout. Why'd the whistle blow? I don't know, but substitutions are going to be made. Jessica Lostrom and Jaden Wiest for Jamestown. Why in the world the whistle blow there? It's not a timeout, but it is Jamestown back in front, 53-51. Well, Lostrom and Wiest would be in. They're not being allowed to come in. What's going on here? Anyway, a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. I don't know why that whistle blew, unless it must have been a warning, I guess, that don't tamper with the ball after it goes to the basket. Bounce pass. Bounced off Muhammad's leg and picked up by Hannah Hoggle. Busick down floor, right wing Samantha Paulson to the baseline. Over Muhammad. Knocked her down. Blocked it, but knocked Samantha down too, and that's Muhammad's fourth foul. Now here come Lofstrom and Wiest. And here comes Daniel Coyer back in for Muhammad. 12 points and 6 rebounds for Muhammad. Let's write that down. 8-12 was when she was taken out. First, the 2 free throws by Paulson is good. Samantha now with 6. 54-51 Jamestown. They're both good for the sophomore. 55-51 Jamestown. 8:08 left in the fourth, and the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard. An important player on the bench with 4 fouls for Bellevue. Gabby Moore into Arnold. Out front, Coyer. Thought about that 3. Handed it to Moore. Stops in the circle. Gabby, right-hand dribble, rings it back out. Wiest follows her all the way. Coyer with a high pick. Coming to the baseline. Moore, and a on-the-run 10-foot jumper is good by Gabby. She has now 12, 55-53 Jamestown. 7:38 to go over Bellevue. Cordes behind the back to keep it away from the defender to Jaden Wiest. Up top again for Cordes, who says, get over to the left, Jaden. Ashton Arnold guards her tightly again for Hoggle in the lane. Drives, Cowell with a foul. Hannah Hoggle with a big bucket to give Jamestown a 4-point lead. A great lob from Kate Cordes. Draws the second foul on Gabby Moore and the second team foul on Bellevue. Hoggle earlier split a couple of free throws. Another solid game for Hannah, looking for her 8th point. She missed it. And the rebound to Josiah Smickens. But 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal for Hannah Hoggle in this game. Hand off to Arnold. Left wing for Drew Zuha is back in. For Arnold, left elbow of the lane. Out front, Coyer. Jamestown up 4, still 7:08 to go. Moore for Coyer again. Thought about a 3, takes the 3 off the rim. She has hit 5 this year, the 6'2 player, and the rebound to Jamestown by Jessica Lostrom. Now Cordes in the front court, behind the back. Left wing Samantha Paulson. Good bounce to Hoggle. Past Coyer. Lay it in. Coyer can't handle her at the moment. 9 for Hoggle. 6 big fourth quarter points. That's the Jamestown lead. 59-53. 6:35 left in the fourth on the Gun Reel Sports scoreboard. And men's action still ahead for you. And on the baseline, the shot good by Moore. She's up to 14 and 8.5. 59-55 for Jamestown with 6:20 to go. Samantha Paulson with a hand to Kate Cordes. Hannah Hoggle sets the screen. Left angle jumper on the arc, misses and out of bounds. It'll go to Bellevue, who bring Kaylee Danker and Brandy Dunn back in. They're out there with Ashton Arnold, Josiah Smickens, and Gabby Moore for Bellevue. These teams both 2-1 in the NSAA, trailing leader Dakota State by a game. Those Trojans will be here tomorrow. They're in Dickinson, of course, tonight. We'll update you on that as we move along. Lob to Arnold on the right angle. Out front to Danker. Kaylee ball above her head. Guarded by Hannah Hoggle. Handed to Gabby Moore. To the left side. Just under 6 minutes left. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Arnold guarded by Cordes, but it's knocked away and picked up by Paulson down floor, and Arnold knocked it out of her hand. Jamestown, by the way, was playing zone right there. Kate Busick back in, so is Megan Oswald. Hannah Hoggle with a big fourth quarter to the bench for the moment, as well as Samantha Paulson. Jamestown's quartet are Busick, Wiest, Lostrom, Cordes, and Oswald. 5:40 to go. Cordes in the lane. Dumped it down right baseline. Oh, off both sides of the rim and out by Oswald. Tough break. Rebound, Kaylee Danker and Bellevue. Gabby Moore tried to fake out Busick. Back out front to Danker. Right elbow of the lane. Now to the right lane line. One hand hook. Good. Tough shot. And a nice one by Danker, who is now up to 12. 59-57 Jamestown, and Wiest, as she came down the right alley and into the front court, is pushed by Brandy Dunn. Number 2 on her, team foul number 3 on Bellevue. Nearly midway through the fourth, Jamestown hasn't given a foul in the fourth quarter. That was called anyway. It is Wiest on the right wing to Cordes. 16-footer, good. Another big shot for Kate. She has 18. And Jamestown wants a Hilderud construction timeout. We'll take 1-2. 5:06 remains. It's not nearly over. Jamestown 61, Bellevue 57. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
RM Stout Incorporated is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Jimmie's Athletics. We are cheering in the stands right along with you, and we've got the perfect vehicle to get you to every UJ event. Get behind the wheel of a new 2025 Ford F-150 or Ram 1500 and experience peak performance and 4x4 reliability. Need extra rows of seating? Huge stock of new and pre-owned options available now. Don't wait. Get the best trade-in price, unbeatable interest, and the best value since 1941 only at RM Stout Jamestown. Go Jimmies!
Jamestown 107.1.
It is a slight lead, but it is a lead for Jamestown, 61-57 with 5:06 left in the fourth. Why? Because they're shooting 53%. They're out rebounding Bellevue 32-24, surviving 17 turnovers. Through 3 in Valley City, Mayville State 66, VCSU 49. Through 1 in Dickinson, Dakota State 25, Dickinson State 13. Everybody in the league in action tonight. Gabby Moore for Bellevue into the front court. Right wing Drew Zuha. Busick knocked the pass away and out of bounds. Bellevue will inbound with 18 to shoot. And Zakiya Muhammad with her 4 fouls remains on the bench. She's been there for about 3.5 minutes of playing time. Ashton Arnold into Kaylee Danker. Out front for Brandy Dunn. Lob left baseline Arnold. Double team right past it. Put it in. Double team didn't bother her a bit. That's her first 2 of the half, and she has 13. 61-59. The Jamestown lead 2. 4:40 left in the fourth on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. We may have a finish here. A good finish, I mean. Oswald out front. Weiss the 3. Good! Jaden, the freshman, hits another big 3. And she's on an incredible run. 64-59 Jamestown. 9 for Weiss. I'll tell you about it when we get an opportunity. Arnold in the circle for Bellevue to Brandy Dunn. 10 on the shot clock. 4:05 to go. Can the Jimmy stop again? Dunn lost the dribble. Threw it away. Handed it to Lostroms. It's the 8th turnover. And it's DeCortis. Now I can tell you. 1 for 3 tonight, so Weiss is 23 of her last 45 on threes. That's a little over 50%. Into the lane, jumper by Lostrom, good for 14. Great setup by Megan Oswald. 6 big second half points and 8 in the game for Jessica. 66-59, Jamestown by 7. 3:35 left. Arnold to the right baseline with a drive, counter with a foul. Hacked by Oswald. But Arnold is a very, very strong player. Jessica Lostrom is the one who has the foul, her second. 15 for Arnold. It's 66-61 Jamestown. The free throw is short. And she's a very good foul shooter, too. 85%. Jamestown rebounds with a 5-point lead and 3:20 to go. Mid right wing Weiss to Kate Busick. Once a Megan Oswald pick, has it. Right elbow in the lane. Jumper blocked by Dankert. Came back in Kate's hands. Busick down low under the bucket for a trailing Oswald layup. Oh, rolled off the rim. Busick offensive board. Back up. That rolled off the rim. Ooh. Danker the rebound. Busick saying, I didn't foul her, and she didn't. She's played with 3 for a very long time. 2:50 to go. Arnold for Bellevue. Middle of the lane. Blocked by Lofstrom, and it went out of bounds. Stay with Bellevue. Pretty nice play by Jessica. Zuha out, and Josiah Smickens back in. She started at Lees McRae College, went to Garrett College, then Cal State East Bay. So Bellevue's her 4th school. Bellevue wants a 30-second Hillary construction timeout, and we'll keep it here with 2:45 left, and Jamestown up 66-61 to tell you that Zakiya Muhammad is about to come back into the game. She picked up her 4th foul with 8:12 to play in this 4th quarter. 12.6 rebounds. Jimmy's, as most opponents of Bellevue have had a tough time with her inside. She is back in now. Ashton Arnold leading Bellevue with 15. Gabby Moore with 14 and a couple of threes. Muhammad 12. Haley Danker with 12 and 5 rebounds. Kate Cordes leading the Jimmies with 18. She's hit 4 threes. She also has 5 rebounds and 6 assists. 9 for Hannah Hoggle. 9 for Jaden Weiss. Hoggle with 6 big points in this fourth quarter. Arnold inbounds for Bellevue. Right corner to Gabby Moore. 2:43 left. Bellevue needs a bucket here. Mickens, a lob to Arnold. Inside. Hoggle stripped it away. Great play by Hannah. Came to Lostrom. Hoggle doing the job again with the defense inside. A clean strip. Busick to Lostrom. Back to Kate Busick. Right lane line. And knocked out of bounds by Mickens. It'll stay with Jamestown with 17 to shoot. Now down to 2:24 in the fourth quarter. 3 timeouts left for Bellevue, 2 for Jamestown. Team fouls are 3 for Bellevue and only 1 for Jamestown. So Bellevue does have 1 more foul to give. Kate Busick inbound right baseline. To Jaden Weiss, right wing up top. Handed out to Kate Cordes. 11 and 10 on the shot clock. A screen by Hoggle, and Hannah rolls off it. Left wing, it's Lostrom, left baseline. Dropped it, found Cordes. 3 on the timer. Into the lane with a drive. Left it a little short. Great D there by Muhammad. Yep, Brandy Dunn the rebound, Bellevue. 2:03 left, Bruins down 5. Mickens front court left wing. Out to Dunn. Faked the 3, drove to the baseline. Ripped out of her hand by Lostrom. Becomes a dual possession. It does stay with Bellevue, but a very good play by the Grand Rapids, Minnesota freshman. 1:56 to go in the fourth. Men's action still ahead. Jamestown 66, Bellevue 61. Left wing it is Arnold. Cordes hit the floor. Arnold faded away, missed the shot. Muhammad couldn't gain the rebound, and it's tipped from Busick to Weiss. 1:45 to go. Jamestown by 5. Cordes, with only about a second to spare, bothered by Arnold, moved it into the front court. Trying for a Hoggle screen. Now a left wing 3. Good! Kate Cordes with her 4th of the game, and that might be the biggest of all. 21 for the Shakopee, Minnesota junior. Hilliard Construction. Timeout by Jamestown, and we'll take a break. Ooh, that was big. 90 seconds left in the fourth. Jamestown 69, Bellevue 61. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Are you dreaming of spring? Jamestown Country Club has been dreaming of it too, so get ready now with a Jamestown Country Club membership. The 18-hole championship course, bar, and restaurant will be waiting for you when the season opens. Sign up now for your membership and be prepared to hit the ground running or golfing as soon as spring arrives. Visit JamestownCountry.club or email jcc58401@gmail.com today. Buy now and be ready to play at Jamestown Country Club.
Your home for UJ Jimmie's. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
A clutch 3 from a clutch player, Kate Cordes. She didn't get the full screen that she wanted from Hannah Hoggle, but just spotted up left wing on the angle and fired in her 5th 3 of the game. She's 5 for 9, and well, she's outdone her counterpart and similar type of player, Gabby Moore, tonight. 2 threes for her, both in the first half. The Jimmies have hit 10 threes now in 19 tries. Still 90 seconds to go. Jamestown 69, Bellevue 61. Jimmies are down to 1 timeout left. Bellevue with 3. Mickens in the front court with a Muhammad screen. Left wing Gabby Moore, 17-footer left side. Brace to the rim and long. Jessica Lostrom rebounds for Jamestown, her 5th. 1:18 left against some pressure. It's the Lostrom. Now in the front court to Busick. And now Bellevue, let's see what they do. They still have a foul that gives Muhammad nearly committed her 5th. To Weiss up top to Cordes. 1:05 left, or will they just play it out? They might now with 11 on the shot clock. Lostrom, right wing, a 3. Busick off both sides of the rim. Tip came to Gabby Moore. That might have put it away had it gone. Moore into the front court, 52 seconds to go. Gabby stripped away. Hoggle picked it off. What a play by Hannah again. Her 2nd steal, and now Busick is fouled by Ashton Arnold. What a second half Hannah Hoggle is playing. Another big play there. Arnold's second foul. That's just team foul number 4. So Jamestown will inbound with 44.2 to go. Zua's in. And even before the ball's inbounded, she's called for a foul. No, it's Arnold again, and that's her third. But that's team foul number 5. And, yep, down 8. Bellevue had to do that to try to extend the game. But they put Kate Cordes on the line, and folks, she's only at 93% for the year on 39 of 42. That's all. First, yeah. 5th in the country in free throw shooting percentage. Ooh, what a big three she hit a moment ago. She's up to 22. 70-61 Jamestown. Second, yes, it's good for Kate. It's a 10-point game, but I'm telling you, this game's been a heck of a lot closer than that. 71-61 Jamestown. Bellevue ball, 40 seconds to go. Mickens baseline drive right side, good. Mickens first point since the first quarter. 71-63 Jamestown, 37 seconds to go. Full court pressure, of course. It's to Cordes, back to Busick, back to Cordes. Front court for Wiest, waiting to be fouled. Down the right baseline. She is fouled now. This one's going to be on Zuha, I think, as she reached in with 27.1 left, and it is. Zua's third, rebounded or fouled there. Kaylee Danker back in for Brandy Dunn. But Wiest to the line, where she's been perfect tonight, 4 for 4. They keep making the free throw. It looks pretty good anyway with 27.1 to go. To make these two look really, really good. First one short by Wiest, but it's going to be tough for Bellevue now. One more. They both missed, and Ashton Arnold with the rebound, and Bellevue takes a Hillerud construction timeout. They still have a couple more, and we'll keep it here with 26.8 to go. Looks like Mayville State's going to be 3-2 in the league. They're leading VCSU and Valley City 76-62 with just over 4 minutes left. And Mackenzie Hughes now has 31, and Jess Mertens has 19 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 steals. The Jimmies have seen that before. And Dakota State having no problem as expected with Dickinson State out in Dickinson, 36-19 with just over 3 minutes left in the first half, and 12 for Tabor Till. Looking forward to seeing that outstanding Trojan team here tomorrow. Our doubleheader coverage at 2:30 here on Jamestown 107.1. Blue Jay girls have played hard tonight. They're down to Bismarck 50-45 with just under 45 seconds left at Harold Newman Arena. Looking for their first WDA win, as are the boys. Out front to Zuha with 24 seconds left. It's for Mickens. Lob for Arnold in the lane. Double team trap. Arnold right through it and rolled it in. Timeout Bellevue. They'll take another. They're next to last one. And they're within 6. Jamestown leads 71-65. Another Hillerud construction timeout with 17.6 seconds to go. 17 now for Ashton Arnold on 8 of 12 shooting. So, it's not over. Jamestown just knows they have to get the ball inbounds and get fouled. It's a 2-possession game with that bucket by Arnold, and a lot more points than 6 have been scored in a span of 18 seconds before, so it's not over just yet. But that 3 by Kate Cordes may have turned out to do Bellevue in, but a big spot up left wing free just in front of us for her 5th of the game. Stay tuned for our Armstadt post-game show. We'll look over the numbers, hopefully an interview with Thad Sankey and maybe a player, we hope. But again, it is not over. Jamestown will inbound. They can bring it into the front court, of course, with 17.6 to go. But it's a matter of getting it in and hitting free throws now. Even 1 out of 2 will be a big help. Busick will inbound. Moore with her back to her, out of the stack. It's into Hoggle. What a half she's played, and she's fouled by Mickens. I think it would be fitting if Hago can put this game away for Jamestown. First foul on Mickens. Kaylee Dankers back in for Brandy Dunn. Hannah 1 for 3 at the line. Jimmy's are 13 of 19. She has 2. First is good as it rolls in. 7 in the fourth quarter and 10 in the game for Hannah. Another. Rolled that one in too, and now the lead is 8 for Jamestown. And Bellevue, that was Jamestown, by the way, that called that last time out. So Bellevue now calls their next to last one with 16 seconds left. Another Hillerud Construction timeout, and again, we'll keep it here. Hagel's line. Again, with 8.5, 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting for the night, 3 of 5 at the line, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. As the Jimmies have overall kept the good shooting going. They're at 51%. That's likely how they'll end. But 10 of 20. The clutch 3 by Cordes. Wiest hit a big 3 earlier in this fourth quarter. And Bellevue just 6 of 20 on threes. And the Jimmies have rebounded too. And nobody has more than 5. 5, 8, 10 different, 9 different players have rebounds for Jamestown. Hannah Hoggle, Kate Busick, Jessica Lofstrom, Jaden Wiest, and Kate Cordes back on the floor for Jamestown, who has a 3-possession lead of 73-65 with 16 seconds left. And Dave Denley is taking all the time he can in his next to last timeout. The first buzzer has sounded, as you heard, and they're still huddling. Now here they come with Drew Zuha, Josiah Smickens, Gabby Moore, Ashton Arnold, and Kaylee Danker. But it's desperate now for Bellevue. Trying to avoid his second straight defeat. It's into Danker, back to Arnold. Baseline, cut off by Hoggle, knocked out of bounds by Busick. Hannah did it again. 12.2 to go. Arnold thought she'd have an easy layup. Nope, there came Hannah Hoggle right in front of her. Jimmies knew they'd have to play well to win. They have played well tonight, despite the turnovers. Right wing, it is Gabby Moore, comes up top, baseline left side, no good. Another Hoggle rebound, how fitting. Down to Wiest. The Jimmies will dribble it out, hand it to Busick, put it in the record book, baby, and ring that victory bell for a very hard-earned win for the Jamestown Jimmies. Bellevue, defended well for a lot of these 40 minutes, but it was Jamestown that hit the clutch shots. And the Jimmies hang on for win number 13 overall and win number 3 in the league. Our final score on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard: the Jamestown Jimmies 73, the Bellevue Bruins 65. Jamestown now 13-2 overall, and they are 3-1 in the NSAA.